Good morning, good morning and good morning. And welcome to Old Blackpool Biker once again. This roundabout's a nightmare, by the way, if you've never been here before. We're just on the corner of Waterloo Road and Lytham Road. Just there you've got the Royal Oak. Mate used to have that, Steve. Just to the corner there was the Palladium Bingo. Worked there a couple of years, and then we're bobbing there on a Saturday night when Stiff Richard would be on. So I've had a massive walk today. Dog and Partridge here still does bodies in the Dog and Partridge, if I remember rightly, and the dog and the D&P. But I promised Linda, or Linda's mum, that I'd do Lytham Road, so bear me a second. Still on 1.5 from the previous video I did. So here we are, we're on Lytham Road. So yeah, I promise you, Linda. So that was Waterloo Road and Lytham Road Junction just there. You got KFC over the road. Do you know, I've walked from other end of North Pier all the way down along the prom. Reptiles and Aquatics. Yeah, so I've walked all the way. This is Baygot Street just here. On Baygot. Bagot, however you want to pronounce it. Premier Cabs office here. And you've got Mark Kelly's South. £2.75 a pint, Monday to Thursday. Gavel's shut down. I'll do a little bit on this side, then I'll swap over in a minute. But I'm going to show you the side streets as we're going, you know, the side streets to the left as we're going along. So yeah, I've been promising for about 2 weeks, I think it's been, that I'd do this down here. And I've had that big walk from, like I say, everyone knows where I am. Shore Road just here. There's not many B&Bs down here now. It's mainly private residents on shore nowadays. So yeah, I've been promising for a couple of weeks. We're finally doing it. Arms aching. Back's aching. I just did a previous video there walking to South, and I was going to walk into the new Albert pub, sports venue, if you're round this end. Once again, part of the Mark Kelly's group. Yeah, I was going to pop into McDonald's. Well, I did pop into McDonald's, but it was that busy, you couldn't get served. Everyone at them little controller things that I can't get used to, you know, where you can order on the machine. Couldn't get served, so I walked back out. I was just going to have a brew before doing this, and I sit down for 10 minutes. Well, I thought, oh, I'll get it done. So we're going to walk down to where the Manchester pub is. I'll show you the side streets, anything that I can think of that's of interest. Yeah, Lytham Road Plumbing. So excuse if I'm a bit out of breath, but it's been a bit of a walk. Alexandra Road. I've just shown this from the other side as I was walking up the prom way. Alexandra. I have said before, I've got to do some of these streets, the back streets, if you want to call it that, the side streets, and the hotels on them, the B&Bs. In fact, I think we'll cross over. It might be easier to cross over, to be honest. You see better then when the traffic allows. That's just an extension of Alexandra up that way. Yeah, so what I'm thinking now is wait till I get towards the Manchester, or past the Manchester, and get a brew there now. So let me know if you know Lytham Road and the side streets, you know, the Shores, the Alexandras, the Wellingtons and what have you. Excelsior, Free House. Yeah, it's easier from this side. St Cuthbert's Church. Clare Street, we'll just pass to my right. Coming up for Crystal on the left. St Peter's Church. You've got Crystal Road just here. I'll show you in a second, a bit easier. So yeah, Crystal Road going down to the prom. Right through, that goes right through this Crystal. So yeah, we've had a bit of a walk this morning. But as I'd got to South Shore, I thought, while I'm here, I've got to do that for Linda's mum. She's been wanting to see Lytham Road, the side streets and that for ages. So, there you go. This is Lowry Terrace, this one here. And of course we come up to St Chad's on the left hand side. I'll show you again when I pass this van. Sorry, I got something in my eye. And no, it's not a pupil. Yes, once again St Chad's going down that way, right through to the prom. I'll go right through to the prom. Little street coming up here my brother used to live on for quite a few years. On the right. You can see how they're doing properties up. This used to be rammed round here, by the way. Literally rammed. Yeah, so this is Amberbank's. Brother who used to live on here. Dave that used to work at the pub lived on there at Gillespie's donkeys years ago. Now we're coming up for the corner of Bloomfield Road. Might take us a second to get over. Definitely going to take a second to get over. Bear with a second. Best pantry there. Joby used to work there ages ago. There we go. We can cross quickly. And that's Woodfield, is it? Where am I now? We're running over them. Yeah, Woodfield. The sign's not up neither. Sure, that one's Woodfield. So yeah, it used to be rammed round here, honestly. I'll show you a bit further down as well. I've not walked down here since lockdown. That's the last time I did down Lytham. You see Bloomfield Stadium there, Blackpool football ground, just there. I think a little bit of the sign's coming out, is it? Should be. Coming up to the old bridge house, that's Wellington Road just opposite. I'll show you in a second. The bridge house, they do have in the back, or they used to do, yeah, they've got the shows here, done it, they've got Friday karaoke and what have you. They've got the concert room in the back where it used to be. The cabaret lounge, should we call it. Exactly. And that's Wellington Road just opposite, like I was saying, that's Wellington Road just there. Oof. I tell you, I've said on previous videos on this walk, but put a massive jacket on, and you don't even need a jacket on at all now. It was dull and gloomy this morning. I've put a video on already from this walk. Clarendon Road we're coming up for on the right. Clarendon. And the football ground again. Bloomfield Road. I remember when all them car parks used to be just like dust and pebble and what have you. And then you've got, if I remember, donkey stables and what have you there, and all sorts. All in the Wall Market. It's coming up for here on the right, I'll show you in a second. Michelle used to have this many years ago when I was working at the Palladium. Michelle had there. It used to be rammed. We'll cross back over now, I think, if we can. We'll see. You can see how this used to all, because you're going down to the village, if you just turn right in a minute, that's Tollsley Road, which takes you into the village and what have you. You can see how all these used to do clothing, and it's just gone, hasn't it? It's not the custom. Still shuttered up. Shame. This is Lonsdale Road. Stopped here for a few months, donkey's years ago, on Lonsdale. You can get through to the car park, by the way, Lonsdale car park, down that way, if you're round this way. This one just here, this is Nelson Road, and leads you down to, you know, the Wellington Road and all them. Yeah, Nelson Road, I think that sign's coming out now. It should be coming out. Cross over in a second if I can. There's that many junctions. Trafalgar Road, this one here, the small one just there, that's Trafalgar. Yeah, I'll stay on this side now, because I was going to show you where Tollsley Road starts. That'll take you through to the village, you know, to Foxhall, Dale Street, York, Yorkshire and all them. You see, it still looks gloomy and overcast, but it really is warm. There are plenty of cafes and that. Sugar and Spice there. You see how it's gone down though, can't you? Oh, all these would have been doing business. Yeah, they'd be doing business, wouldn't they? So we're getting towards the prom now and it's getting a bit windy. We're only a couple more minutes away and then we've finished the walk basically. We're on about 15 minutes now anyway. So yeah, so this road in front of us here, that's Tilsley Road, that. Not named after my old school. I've shown you Tilsley School before where I used to go. This is where they keep the trams, you know, the heritage trams, the bubble trams and all them. I don't know if that's coming out for you. Well, that's the garage where they keep all the trams, just at the back there. This hotel here used to be mobbed because this used to be the coach station, Lonsdale coach station and what have you. That did. The building just there, that was the lifeboat at one time. I'm going back donkey's years. And then it was a little arcade prize bingo unit as well. The building just there, with the little spire, whatever you want to call it, on it. Just there. So yeah, you're on Tilsley Road now. We're going to go back onto Lytham and just finish this little bit. Home Bargains here. If you walk down there, like I say, you're at Yorkshire, Dale Street, you know, and all them. You got the Manchester pub just on the left. Let's cross over. That's a Manchester just on the left here. I presume we're going to be doing all these up. A little bit knackered, aren't they? Excuse the lingo. Yeah, what was we saying? We were saying the other day, sorry about the wind noise now near the prom. What we were saying the other day, look at that row of them. How many people could you get in there? And then you go by the Metropole and there's all them that are homeless and what have you. A joke it is. Well, it's not a funny joke, is it? You can see where we are now. We're on about 17 minutes, just over now. Hope you've been alright with this little trip down Lytham Road. Tried to give you a bit of history of what I remember. There you go, the Manchester. So yeah, that brings us to the end. I'm going to get a brew. Absolutely wrecked, honestly. Shows how unfit you are when you do just a walk to South Shore and then back. That's a joke. Believe it or not, I used to run half marathons. And you get older and you just think, what? Anyway, so just outside the Manchester, we've just done Lytham Road from Waterloo. Yeah, Waterloo Road. Most of all, stay safe. You know what it is. Have a cracking day.